the day, from Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jordan Love and the Memphis Egyptians taking on Jalen Hurts and the Toronto Mounties.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love swinging this out for Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Throwing. Love. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second and 20. They'll run left with Pollard. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts throwing the out route and complete. It's Graham.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Love. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Love now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Quick slant finding Claypool. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Jones running left. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Jones. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Pollard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. On the move to his left, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Hurts, and this is caught by Watkins. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard you receive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw again on second down. Hurts dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Love's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
First down, going to the air with Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's a gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's Pollard again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken around the 12.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. He finds his man, complete. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game, you'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now Love. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Running right, Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the... We see our first touchdown of the game. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Mounties add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
First down, Love to pass. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Love over the middle. He's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. And he completes it to Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. On the give, this is Cohen. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Love looking to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Love. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They'll start out on the ground, and he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down, Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Going back to Love. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 45 on 2nd down.
Love. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Love from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Nice game.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Egyptians are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And
yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for our visitors, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.